Hello guys. So yeah, it's been a long season, but finally the last game of my season at least was finished. I think it was on Saturday that it was finished, and it was a top 3B game versus whsvin and Weidenbaum. So I kept hearing boss music all through the game, and obviously it was a pretty tight matchup. Weidenbaum is in top leagues in the transcontinental ladder, and also whsvin is quite in the top ranks there. And yeah, it's a very tough, trippy game. And yeah, before this game, it was unclear uh, about the league standing, but as this game went on during the last rounds, I knew that I probably need to beat Weidenbaum, and I don't mind if we wins the game. So Weidenbaum winning the game would be a catastrophe. So that was my game plan there. Just do well, but if I don't win, then maybe it's better that Weidenbaum does not win. For me to if I win, I'm even looking at maybe a podium finish in the league. But if I should lose to Weidenbaum, it might mean relegation. So yeah, let's see what we have here. There's at least Columbus, but no Suez. Mikey, but yeah, some Mikey synergy. St. Beats and some nice H2 wonders. Then there's maybe Newton, always nice. Gandhi in H3 and Pierre, and some science dudes also. So yeah, let's see how this goes. So we goes for pyramids, which is understandable. I don't think there's anything to discuss there. Weidenbaum then goes for Ashoka with the card, which is always nice when you can get him with a yellow card. There's obviously also urban growth, but maybe for the Ashoka bonus might be nicer to have the cultural heritage. Doesn't need to be played right away. Can get the Ashoka rock going quite easily at least. So for me, there's maybe not the best sort of choice. I don't want to take any of those leaders for 2, so I just take two yellow cards. And there's a lot of leaders coming down, and maybe I can go for Colosseum if that's still there, but maybe Weidenbaum maybe wants it. So we then elects to go for Caesar. He likes Caesar quite a lot, and of course in the first seat, it's relatively nicest to have that. Just a usual turn. And of course he sees that Hammurabi is in the game. It's always a bit forcing move to go for the Caesar. I mean, you can always go for the Hammurabi play in later seats, but it makes it a bit tougher. But yes, at least I will have a nice leader for sure. Weidenbaum just goes for the usual stuff and wants to even pay an extra CA for the Stonehenge, which is probably still okay. Colosseum is maybe a bit of a lackluster wonder. I mean, it's nice, but it rarely is like a game-changing wonder. So yeah, for me, there's even three leaders for one CA, and already quite many H1 leaders coming down. So yeah, I suppose without Suez or a really strong synergy for colonies, and no Ziska, I suppose. Yeah, no Ziska, so I didn't like Samzu that much. And Hammurabi I don't like for defensive reasons. And with Confucius, I think he's quite similar in strength than Hammurabi. So the extra science might help me get some knights or some defensive decks out better if we should go for an aggressive play. So yeah, go for Confucius, go for the normal stuff, and draw Immigration and the tactic. Yeah, tactic could be quite nice. There's Genghis Khan in the game, so that's the tactic you want to have with him. And yeah, also like this, I'm not taking. If I took Sun Tzu, there might be a way that we could maybe go for Barbarossa, or nice, already take a nice H1 leader in hand. So that was also one factor. Starts by seeding a lot. There's some more military cards, and he even now goes for Barbarossa. Which is obviously great since he had to pay extra. Weidenbaum then goes for Ashoka, Lab, Columbus, a very nice Ashoka leader, just hold on to him for a long time and then just switch just before the end. Yeah, been effective, starting to go for one stage already. So there's some more rocks. Yeah, and that I was actually I couldn't take any nice wonder from H1 HA. So yeah, that basically that Weidenbaum took the Stone Edge away from me. So it's even more as understandable that he took it. And yeah, with we going for Barbarossa soon and Caesar already, I felt like, yeah, I suppose Genghis Khan could be a nice way to have some more security. I actually seeded. I drew another copy of Heavy Cavalry with development. I seeded that one in the deck and left the other one in hand. But no hurry going for me yet. And yeah, since skipping A wonder, that is maybe the best one from H1, just to have as the first wonder. I can even take it and start building it without the EG and get out of corruption. So that's a very strong turn. Don't need the knights with Genghis Khan. And I suppose this is just the way to approach this turn. So I like my start quite a bit. Even draw some more tactics and a colony, but probably colonies are quite unseedable. So we finish these pyramids and goes for Great Wall, which is not very surprising. He likes to have some strength and approaches the game very military heavy at times. And with first seed, Barbarossa, Great Wall, yeah, it's gonna be a bit tricky to be able to defend. But with Genghis Khan, I at least have a nice way of getting some more strength. goes for knights, even though he went for the red ball. But let's see what tactic he has. I already drew the one medieval army. So you can go for monarchy quite efficiently. Even finishes. Yeah, that's probably not much to take. Just finishing is the best. Yeah, even though it meant corruption. But yeah, he just took 1 foot corruption while just going in 0 rocks and not in consumption, so very fine. No, he actually lost the rocks. No, yeah, sorry. So yeah, he actually lost the rocks, but maybe found no nice way of avoiding it. But yeah, that is considerably worse. So actually I seeded medieval army tactic into the deck. Just go for the universitas. There's code for 1. Very nice, very nice. Even can escape corruption by building the other lab. Still not in consumption. And yeah, I think the warfare here is very nice. Defensively, gives me the 3rd MA. And I just wanted to have it. I have some nice science production, so can probably afford it. I drew, yeah, even the 2nd medieval army, so I've drawn both heavy cabs and both medieval army tactics. Deck is moving quite fast, and there's the first Confucius event. Yeah, that EG1 is very nice for Wii. As a tactic, can go for Barbarossa and some activations, at least 1. And yeah, I suppose he seeded some colonies. Going for Cardo for 2. So yeah, there's no Suez as said, but always nice if you can go for colonies cheaply. Yeah, whatever finds the other copy of knights. Yeah, he can't have anything else than phalanx with that, but let's see. If he does, can even go for the full Ashoka bonus and some extra reserves. Yeah, I suppose that's fine with having gone for the monarchy. I'm still the weakest, but I at least know that there's another Confucius event. And with Confucius, you just basically see it. If there's something very bad could come out, then maybe you could refrain, but I think it's just fine to see it. And yeah, just in time, there's inhabited colony, and that's quite cheap for Wii. So for me, yeah, there was no religion from the deck. There's pure in the game, and I have immigration in hand, so pretty no-brainer bread and circus here. And also added strength. Can even go for that. And also taking rich land. There's 1 iron coming down, and if I should need to go for coal, it's always nice to have the rich land. I'm even, well, not the weakest now. I draw some more, maybe naval trade could be seeded as Confucius, but maybe I wish to go for the immigration in the next deck before anyone else can gather some more some more happy faces. But yeah, the iron is taken away. Yeah, he can just go for it straight away. And yeah, with patriotism he can maybe hope for getting some more activations. And there's some more science. Goes for warriors, and yeah, has the phalanx as expected. Goes for Himeji. Yeah, that's very nice. We has the Great Wall soon online, and then there might be some nasty stuff. He has some nice Ashoka production, so and reserves in hand, so can probably finish the Himeji quite nicely. Goes for the stage already. Yeah, I suppose there's some rich lands or urban growths on the row, but like this, you can just go for the Himeji next turn. And he's strongest for now. And yeah, I decided to see the immigration. It's deck's about to flip anyway. I'm currently winning that immigration, so I just wanted to get it in there. Some more colonies, won quite cheaply. And yeah, with Genghis Khan, you can always just work with warriors, but with the potential from other players, I think it's swordman time. It's probably my last turn in H1, so I want to build some more military units while going for Genghis Khan. I already showed the tactic. Take urban growth as well, and another rich land. Yeah, I could just take cards. Basically, am I upgrading last? No. Yeah, I didn't upgrade the last warrior. There's a slim chance that the first coal might be already out next turn, so I could go for the coal. And yeah, that added strength, 1 strength now doesn't do much. I'm not the weakest, and it wouldn't make me strongest. So yeah, I get offered a pact. I will accept it for now at least. Yeah, obviously when we look at the MA count, that gives we the third one. I'm currently on 4, so there might be some ideas just to accept and decline, since it's quite better for we than me. So let's see if I can hold on to the pact, or should I cancel it. So he also goes for swordsman. Some more activations. Breakthrough, yeah, it's quite nice with low science. And he actually took the breakthrough from discard just to leave the code for 2, but it's still a very nice code for Weidenbaum, and also it leaves the breakthrough for him, so maybe not worth it, but yeah. And he could even go for Taj Mahal, but yeah, without resource production that just doesn't make any sense. I can still go for the cultural heritage. And yeah, with Himeji built his strongest even, and let's see what colony he might have already. I'm the weakest, and I have practically nothing to seed, and then I just wanna cancel the bet, since it puts him back on 2 MA. That's just way worse than having 3. And yeah, it felt very obvious that I wanna do this, even if I should wish to go for an extra unit now, it would cost me 1 draw, but still, in the long run, I suppose it's still beneficial for me to just cancel it. Yeah, still go for the extra unit, and I still leave myself with coal option. Actually I don't. Yeah, I suppose just wanna go for some more science. So I'm not ready for coal now, but let's see. I'm at least ready for iron, should that be available. And yeah, of course, I suppose I could have, corruption-wise, just built just a small warrior to leave myself open for the coal. But I just think it's a bit inefficient, since I cancelled the pact. Maybe if I did not, then I could have played it like that. So yeah, some more warrior upgrades, Great Wall stages, and yeah, just taking resources and science from the row. He's a very low in science, so that's very understandable. Doesn't colonize yet. Decides to see it as the weakest, and we both lose some stuff. Goes for breakthrough, some more science, and yeah, that's the coal on the row, but he doesn't have a nice way of going for the coal. He will just have four rocks, since he just lost the rocks. But yeah, maybe he hadn't lost the rocks, then he might have been able to save up, since he can still pop to get out of corruption, but just chooses to go for iron instead. And leaves the coal for 2. I see the cultural influence. It's just, yeah, I'm not the weakest. I want to see it, maybe get something. Yeah, this is obviously the worst one for me, but still okay to get some extra science. And yeah, this turn was, I did spend some time on this. I obviously have already gone for the warfare, but the strategy for whsvin, and I just felt like I definitely don't want to give it to we. Yeah, he's a bit low on science still, but with him having Great Wall soon, that will be at least 4 more strength, and then if he still could like to go for the strategy, even though he's low on science. So that might mean some trouble for me. And then there's the railroad, which could be nice, but then again I have to probably take the coal and set up for the coal now. So taking both coal and transcontinental railroad could work. Then I could maybe take the strategy or also just to deny. But the problem with the railroad is that there's also the ocean liner, and that would block my wonder slot. So yeah, I definitely wanted to take the coal. And yeah, let's see what I still deny the strategy and also take the urban growth. That's just very cheap. And then it was about the last civil action, and I decided to just go for the call already. Should there be ocean liner for 4CA for me, I could just go for the first call upgrade and then take the ocean liner. So that's how I decided to play it. And also, if there's something like Dark Ages, it's better to just have gone for the call already. Yes, those rats were quite sad. Now we can finish. But yeah, with 2 MA, he's not that threatening. But yeah, he stocks up quite nicely for going for scientific method. Weidenbaum finally finds something to colonize. Yeah, he had that waste one, but he just wanted to get some more draws in. But obviously didn't draw anything nice. Yeah, there's also Gaudi for cheaper, but that might be a bit hard to go for efficiently. So he just likes to take a leader, just doesn't want to be without a leader. So Catherine still pretty nice, goes for 5 culture production, which is obviously better than the rest. And also rich land, yeah, can then next turn go for some irons. And yeah, as we can see, there's the liner, and I decided to seed which then is international agreement. I at least see that. So it was probably that. I knew of the migration that was in there, and I was still winning it, so I wanted to just play nice, or get it out before I probably lose it or tie it. And yes, that's the liner. There's also both commons, but I suppose Weidenbaum already has monarchy. We will probably take the first common, so no rush there. And yeah, with both of those guys having the wonder slot open, yeah, I think it was pretty clear that I need to go for the liner. And yeah, since I set it up like this, I can still go for the first upgrade and also take the liner. So that was quite the nice one. And I suppose I had seen call to arms, or did I just not care about the possibility? Or there might be actually, yeah, there's another Confucius event also in the deck, so there was 2 out of 3 that I knew about. Just wanted to see it now, just to get the immigration out. So yeah, I was able to go for the call, and with having a second ridge line, I can already go for the second call upgrade next turn, so looking quite okay. And yeah, then I get offered another pact. Yeah, he was standing on 8 science before he went for this. So yeah, if I accepted, he could have gone for scientific method before while playing the row idea as well. So he could have gone for Conmon and scientific method this turn. If I accepted, and I just thought it was too strong. And obviously, always when you reject Science Pact, it could be reoffered to the other player, but Weidenbaum does not have much production now. We goes for some more science now, so maybe he doesn't even wish to offer it to Weidenbaum, since it will be a bit lower on science. So I thought there's quite a big chance that it won't get reoffered to Weidenbaum. And yeah, it would be just too strong for we to have the Conmon and the added draws for that, and also the scientific method on the same turn. So I declined. Still goes for the scientific methods, and also takes the Conmon and go for it next turn. But he's still just drawing 2, so it's not that bad. Another pact, not including me. Goes for some more knights. Takes rifles. Goes for architecture. So maybe there could be Dark Ages. Yeah, it played by maybe Weidenbaum, since it's still low on science production. So yeah, this turn I did not wish to see it now. I wouldn't want to see it worth the territory anyway, even though I have some defense cards, but I might need those to defend aggressions. And I did not want to find anything bad from the deck. I just have that 12 science to go for Conmon and second upgrade, and upgrade warriors for free, basically. Well, not costing me any draws, and then there's a couple of nice cards that I like to have. I think there's not much to discuss this turn, though both of those cards are very nice. E.g. lets me finish the Wonder next turn, and Wave is just way too strong to skip. I'm not producing any con culture, but it's just fine. Draw some more defense cards. So yeah, there's some more science. Goes for the Conmon, takes some texts. Doesn't want to go for the knights. Let's just go for cavalrymen later. And yeah, I'm not really surprised about this Napoleon. He likes to go for the military approach, so Napoleon is quite nice in that, and also patriotism. So yeah, just have to be careful. So Weidenbaum, and then at last go for some science, and with the architecture is quite nice. Doesn't have food solution yet. Well, he has, but hasn't gone for it. Probably goes for some selective breedings, since it's so late. I just had seed economic progress, which is quite nice for me. I probably will be out of corruption range. Can just get 7 or maybe even more rocks from that. And just decide to go for the liner. I probably could have also gone for just a last upgrade to coal, but I just felt like it's very late already. It's better to get the boat online. And yeah, that is the last. No, it's not the last cannon, but I just wanted to have a copy. And yeah, this turn there's leader-wise there's already Darwin on the row and Newton in the deck. So I could have gone for the turn where I just go for Darwin and still take cannon for with the discount, but that would mean that I lose the Genghis Khan strength for now, and it might be nicer to have that still one more turn, even though I will lose him to H shift, but it's still nicer to have the strength for now, and maybe it could lead to some trouble with the aggressions. And another turn with no Genghis Khan culture, but there was no nice way. So goes for Napoleon. Some food. And even statue. Well, can't finish it with these resources, but maybe there's some more coming. And it's quite nice to have as a military approach, just to have all the yellow cubes you can have. So I get hit by border conflict, but that is not worst, but obviously not ideal. Finally goes for some food. And sees that he probably likes to have the second cannon. So I finally lose Genghis Khan. But with Newton I can already just save a CA going for cannon. And the last turn had some GM level draw from me, so at least I know Wii doesn't have the classic army, and also doesn't have Weidenbaum doesn't have mobile artillery, and I draw also defensive army, so that's pretty ridiculous draw in all aspects, but I'm not complaining. So while it's 8-3 already, but I have the wave in hand, I can just go for some more strength now after losing the heavy cap tactic and Khan. So I can just go for Newton, wave, build a couple of cannons and show the tactic. It's obviously Wee has the Great Wall and he has some swordsmen already, but he doesn't have a cannon. So then maybe later he gets rockets, so that might be a problem, but that will be a problem down the road. I can still go for some strength. After the Ocean Lighter, I can just build more defensive armies if I must. And even go for second arena, fix my happies, and fix my famine, just building another tiny farm. And since I don't have any free cubes, so basically the border conflict did not do much damage. I could fix my food with the free pop that I got from destroying a small lab, I think. So it was even not beneficial, but not outright bad. And I'm strongest, and scientific cooperation gets offered to Weidenbaum, but he does not fancy it. Well, he has less science than we, so probably just fine to reject. Go for some prof sports. There's Pierre with the architecture. Just takes a lot of cards and pops. When about to upgrade some stuff. And that's the first Air Force. Just lurking on the row. And probably. Oh, definitely want to take it with Napoleon Great Wall player in front of you. So let's see about the second Air Force. So that's at this point there's international agreement in the deck, and then there's, I think, also economic progress. So I definitely want to see it. I'm strongest anyway. So this is fine. I probably would have preferred the agreement, but it's still not too bad. There's oil on the rose, so that might have given some player maybe a bigger boost if it was delayed. So yeah, for me there's a lot of nice stuff. There's beer on the row. There's also computers, which were left for 2CA, but with Newton it's not too bad. I just want to go for one computer as my only lab, but that will be quite nice now. And yeah, while there could be some arguments that maybe Newton could be kept for some added production, if I kept Newton, I could threaten to go for Air Force next turn. But yeah, there's obviously some potential if there's rockets from the deck. But I just wanted to go for switch for culture already. There's Weidenbaum, a bit of a culture lead. So I just wanted to go for Pierre right away. Just build an extra Brilliant Circus. And yeah, first Air Force gone. I want to just get the modern infantry for some added security. I draw a couple impacts and modern modern army tactic, which is now that I took modern infantry, it could be a playable one if I should miss on the Air Force. And yeah, I will be missing the Air Force now. But yeah, we decided to see it. There's a colony which is, well, let's see. Yeah, first of all, I win it. There was I did need to think about it a bit. What the correct bid is, I think at least 2 units is fine. And then I thought about if I want to bid 2 units, then the third one is maybe even okay. Since it gives me the tactic, I could then hold on to more of my defense cards. So I decided to bid the whole army plus some cards. I'm not entirely sure how many cards I bid, but I just take it for one card and the army. And yeah, it is costly, obviously, but yeah, we has some. Well, he could definitely use it. Just if he could get it cheaply, just more people in military, and also Weidenbaum would be quite happy with that colony. So he was probably willing to bid maybe an army, at least a phalanx and some cards. So while it was quite costly to go for the army, it might give me some trouble rebuilding. But yeah, I was just on the verge of going for some extra food consumption, and might run out of population to put in the military anyway without the colonies. So I judged that it's better for not letting the other players to have it, and it's also quite nice for me, even if I can just hold on and build some rebuild the units. So yeah, I was willing to go for the army and won it. We then goes for oil, 2 upgrades, Air Force. Yeah, copies the tactic doesn't make a big difference in his strength, so if there's rockets revealed, he might even go for the war next turn. Hasn't drawn a lot, but it's possible that he could have a war already. Weidenbaum doesn't see it because of cannon. Yeah, he at least sees that there's defensive army. He has rifles, so could be a way of getting more strength. And I suppose he could be threatening having the Napoleonic army. But I know I drew it quite early, so I know he doesn't have the Napoleonic, but we obviously can't know. There's some more. Yeah, it just takes military theory away. And for me, it could be, yeah, an argument for seeding maybe government. Architecture might be a bit tricky since we went for oil. So if he doesn't have a war play, you can just go for a lot of urban buildings. So that didn't feel too great. And impact of government, yeah, could be playable. But here the main factor was that I knew that there's international agreement on top, and I did not want to give it Weidenbaum. He could just do some nice stuff. He can't otherwise. He's not that. He doesn't have many CA, so it would help him quite a bit, and he's the main contender for me in this game. So I just did not want to give the agreement to him, and I can at least for now get strongest. So yeah, that was the reason for not seeding. And then there's obviously the question about Olympics. Yeah, there's no rockets anywhere to be seen. There's half the deck left. So if there's rockets, there's probably going to be a war. It still would be a nice, quite unlikely that we drew a war already. So I decided against Olympics for those reasons. That it's fairly unlikely that there's a war, and if he has a war, he also needs the rockets. Since I drew the classic army earlier, and I actually drew 3 out of 4 H2 wars, so I wasn't afraid of those that much, and we did not draw that much during H2. So all in all, I decided against the Olympic Games for now, and against seeding for those reasons I said earlier. Time for some rebuilding, and also want to take the military theory, so I've been quite aggressive in denying those texts from we. And yeah, reserves 1, just have to take it. And demo for some place, I might even in some cases just do a revolution at some point. And yeah, it was quite tough to find a use for those extra 3 civil actions. There's multimedia, but I'm probably not able to go for it, and if I leave it for we, he might just, if he doesn't have a war, just go for the multimedia, just kind of leave it as a bait there. And I have some nice rocks, some nice science and culture. I should draw a balance. Might be useful that ag, and also freeing up some more workers in the military. So I decided to just go for those cards. Maybe not. Will not be able to play those, but it also advances the deck quite a bit. So yeah, I draw impact culture. That is at least very potential in last position. And yeah, I just could hold on to 5 cards. I decided to discard both of those impacts. There was government and architecture. Yeah, I just felt like if there's a war, I wanna have the option to go for the promise of military protection pact. Then I wanted to keep the Napoleonic army for some, maybe go for tanks and get some more extra strength rather than just building more defensive armies. And I wanted to keep the defense guards and also the modern army. So there's the rockets, so it just goes for the war. And yeah, there was also last turn, the internet was on the Discord spot last turn. So I could have had 3 civil actions. But if I took that, I would have been able to go for Manhattan if it was available, so I didn't want to block my wonder play. So yeah, that was the reason for that. So yeah, I do get the war against me. Goes for 2 rockets, arena, and 1 more baby warrior. So 47. And I can't fully defend, at least. I'm not sure what my defense was without the Manhattan, but at least that's coming down and probably it will be available for me. So Weidenbaum still has some happy issues. Can fix it with jobs. Obviously that's not perfect. For other goals that he has, he doesn't have the most rocks. Doesn't have the most science, but yeah, it fixes his happies for now. And Gandhi wouldn't really maybe not do that much. Well, it could still be helpful against some wars, but maybe it does have a way of defending. He has Himeji and so on. Takes reserves and prepares some strength. So yeah, I already had the 1 military pact, but I drew probably a better one. I decided to offer it to Weidenbaum, and it was maybe not totally clear if I should offer it to maybe Weidenbaum. If I offer it to Wee and he has another war, he might be more inclined to go for the second war versus Weidenbaum. But I still like this added strength and just save some culture with the war. And yeah, 14 rocks. Just enough for Manhattan, even with the engineering. And then I could, as my last civil action, just play the reserves and go for an extra swordman. But yeah, I decided to go for efficient upgrade. If there's, well, I'm probably not going to get that prof sports, but there's another one. It could mean some more strength for future turns. Just go for some more prof sports, nice with the engineering, and also advances to row. And it doesn't make a huge difference now if I went for the extra swordman. And like this, I can just defend an aggression as well. So yeah, at least some defense without having to put some more workers in military for now. But yeah, it's still a sizable war that I will lose. So yeah, I was in a bit of a culture lead, but that will be like drawn with we. And yeah, there's 14 cards in the deck. So without this international agreement, I think it could have been quite likely that the game will still continue one more turn around. But with this, he obviously didn't have another war, so just decided to push. yeah, I actually pushed H2 event, so it doesn't have a nice impact, it seems. And like this, you can set up a multimedia queue return, which is quite nice, but maybe not enough. And yeah, we discussed after the game, Weidenbaum had some ideas of prepping a bigger war for the turn after with Air Force. But since the international agreement was revealed, there was no nice way for him to set up the war next turn and then make my turn quite bad while I could still end the age, but maybe not without any trouble. So he decided to go for the war now, and I was not fully prepared for this. Yeah, there was some indication on his last turn. He went for chops, and he went for rifles without the chops bonus. Even though he had the rocks, he left him with enough rocks to go for some more strength. Yeah, I thought it was maybe mainly just for defensive purposes against we, but it was now revealed that he has a way of getting some more strength, and he just goes for the war right away. And yeah, it's even now it's not Olympics time. I had the on the last turn I had the same debate in my head if I should go for the Olympics now, and I think we discussed that it was probably fine to just postpone the Olympics for now. But it sure seems a bit weird that I did not declare Olympics and on two turns and got bored on both of those. But yeah, it was obviously Weidenbaum was setting up the war to turn after, so maybe this was just his last resort to go for this. So maybe it was not that likely that he would have gone for the war in all scenarios. So again, got some strength here. Can go for two cannons and real entrenchments. So that will be quite tough to defend. Let's see, I just have 11 rocks. I could for sure go for military theory. That will be +4. Then another army. So that's +4, +8, +14, and some more units. So yeah, it's probably around the same strength that he has, but he can also go for the Himeji. So I could have been right up there with the strength, but still losing the war without any help. And let's see, yeah, finally it's Olympics time, since the game will end on the next round. And yeah, I hadn't put any H2 events in the deck, but this is definitely helpful. Can put one coal into cannon, then destroy some stuff, go for another, even though the last army was outdated, could go for that, and on top the military theory, so that gets me out of range. If I just have 52 strength Weidenbaum, then could draw the war with sacrificing a cannon. But yeah, like this, I could just win the war outright and just take some cards. And yeah, I see that culture. It's good versus Weidenbaum, but we has more culture for now. So if it just builds another multimedia, I won't be able to win the culture, but still be better than Weidenbaum. And yeah, I also drew earlier the strength, which is quite perfect for this. I was not aggressive myself, I just defended the war. Well, in a winning way, but I defended, so yeah, in last position. And the game having gone like this, having strength also, it's quite the good impact here. So let's see what we opt to go for. Just to go for the UN, so I will be able to probably win the culture. Yeah, just destroyed a bunch of farms. I'm not scoring very heavily on this, but even if I didn't destroy any farms, I would have not been in plus food, so I would have gotten like 3 without disbanding, so not sorry, not the biggest difference. So yeah, that's Weidenbaum loses the war. And let's see, just goes for a couple attacks and a couple prof sports. So yeah, there's movies on the row. So if Weidenbaum would have gone for the movies, let's see, yeah. So yeah, I see the strength. I will be sure to win it. And there's probably only iconoclasm that could have done something for the culture impact, but it was a neutral event. So yeah, if Weidenbaum took the movies, I still need 3 more culture production, and there's not a nice way. So yeah, if I didn't have the movies, I would just revolt it into demo, just the last turn. But like this, it will be even better. There's impact of happiness in. There's movies available. And just go for the movies. And then only thing I can do is just go for one more strength. So yeah, that was the revolution option if there was no movies, but like this, it's obviously even 1 culture more plus the two culture for the happiness. Let's get rid of that first. So yeah, this was already one event was evaluated, I think. But yeah, it was. I had all the impacts were mine, so I knew the result at this point. It was relatively even Steven for now, but I just had the monopoly on those impacts. So let's just take a look. There's happiness. It's actually best for Weidenbaum. But then there's only the culture and also strength. So I'm just win both of those and win the game. So yeah, with the first war being declared, I was quite resigned in my mind that is this the way it's gonna go. But I was able to defend with Manhattan. It gave me some extra culture just for finishing it. So even after that war, I was very much in the game. And then obviously the second war could have turned the game around, at least versus Weidenbaum. But even without the freedom, I could have defended quite nicely. But so maybe it was still winnable even without the freedom. But like that, it was very clear that I can win. I could just win the war, and I had some nice impacts. So yeah, it's not every time you can just calculate the end scores just before any impacts are revealed. But yeah, this was a nice game. I was definitely happy to win. It's a tough field, and yeah, it didn't matter at the end. Even if I was second and Weidenbaum last, it would have ensured my staying in the league anyway. But like this, it was a very nice score. So let's look at the scores. So yeah, that's one more four-player game. There's this doesn't show Weidenbaum but yeah, Weidenbaum and Martin will relegate for sure. And I'm currently in second place, but Funestus has actually have the tiebreaker versus him. So maybe if the last game should have whsvin on third place and Funestus on the last place, I could even be second in the league. And if Funestus and we both score in the last game, then I will be fourth. But yeah, overall, I'm happy how the season went. There were some games that I felt I lost some points, but also like this last game, it was quite. I was struggling with the wars, but I just drew the perfect impacts, so I lost some points here and there and won some points elsewhere. So all in all, I think my Mayondor was a very worthy winner. He deserved it. After the rough start, he just won many games towards the end. And yeah, many congrats to Mayondor. And yeah, left the rest of the podium is still undecided, but yeah, I'm happy how the season went, and I hope you enjoyed also the journey. I'm not quite sure what if I will be uploading some other games before Intermezzo. Could maybe upload something from Royal League or some ladders, but yeah, let's see. I won't make any promises. But yeah, for now, thanks for watching and bye bye.